All right, all right, all right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. As usual, I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It is Tuesday. How you doing today? It is November 10th, is it not? What do we got going on today? Well, I'm still mixing up things, shaking up the lineup. We got a lot of stuff for this month. I'm moving it around after the election. This week we're going to feature a lot of different stuff. We're going to venture a little bit outside the cave and dip our toes in a little bit of Austin, Texas later this week, including tomorrow. A little bit of bluegrass kind of stuff. So looking forward to that. But we are doing some just plain old classic music today. Because it's a huge anniversary today. On this date in 1990, Vanilla Ice goes to #1 to the extreme. I'm just kidding, that's not what we're doing today. But that's a true story. He was #1 on this date with that album in 1990, rolling in his 5.0 A1A Beachfront Avenue. Who can forget that little number, right? Well, we're going back even further. We're going back to 1974. Don't worry. It's all right. We're not doing Vanilla Ice today, but some of you secretly want me to. I know you do. I know who you are. Okay, so 1974. This band goes to #1 with their single, You Ain't Seen Nothin Yet. It's Bachman-Turner-Overdrive. Who are they? Canadian band out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. Randy Bachman wrote this song. He also wrote the #1 song, American Woman, when he was the member of the Guess Who. He left the Guess Who at the top of their game, was told that no one would ever work with him for such shenanigans, but he did end up forming this band who ended up selling 30 million records, 6 top 40 singles. So he did all right for himself after leaving that band, the Guess Who. What is this song about? Does anyone know what the song is about? I mean, you really just get stuck with the baby stuff, the stuttering, and it's just catchy and you just sing it. But do you ever pay attention to the lyrics? It's really about a singer who meets a devil woman who gives him love. It's a classic story, right? Everyone knows that story. The band, he wrote this as a joke. It was a total and complete joke. His brother stuttered, and so he wrote this song, and his intention was to just record it and send it to his brother as a joke. And it's definitely a direct ripoff from The Who. They basically took the riff of Baba O'Reilly, and that's the same riff that you hear in the chorus riff on this song, and even the stuttering from My Generation was taken from there. So he just thought it was going to be a total complete joke. And when they were finishing this record, Not Fragile, in 74, the label said, you need one more song. You need a song that's going to be a hit. You need a single something. And they're like, well, what about that working track that we just play around with? What about that? He's like, no, that's just a joke. I'm like, well, just play it. So he played it, and the guy was like, I love it. It's peppy. Let's do that one. So he tried recording it without the stutter, and he said it sounded like Frank Sinatra, and it was terrible. So they ended up having to re-record the vocals with the stutter as well. And then it got some airplay on the radio. It wasn't a single. There was no single released yet from the record. They keep getting requests to play it from radio stations. He kept saying no for like weeks, 3 weeks, and then finally he's like, why am I saying no? I love like Louie Louie. I love all these songs that are kind of funny, so why don't we just go ahead and do it? And they did. Now, I don't think anyone ever thought this was a parody song or kind of a funny song. But by his intention, it was not intended to be a single, and it was just something they were fooling around with. And sometimes that's what happens in music. It's just people run with stuff and it ends up successful. So that's the song of the day. You Ain't Seen Nothin Yet. I love this song. This is a great song, right? It's a great song for a Tuesday. Tasty Tuneage Tuesday, right? Yeah, I'm happy with that. So that's your song of the day. Like I said, we're mixing things up this week. We're going to do a bunch of different stuff. So have a great Tuesday. And I can't wait for tomorrow. It's a big one for me, my music journey. So have a great day, and you know what? Yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side.